Hey everybody, welcome back to the You Should Know Podcast, Season 2, Episode 12. We got a nice studio audience here again. They're a little slow. There we go. Hey guys, I just want to welcome a couple thousand subscribers we got off of last week's episode. It was amazing, and y'all showed so much support to that video and on TikTok. It was crazy, and I'm glad because it was all my best friends that were on that episode, and it means the world, and they'll probably come back. But I got a lot of comments saying that we want good energy. We love the energy that's in the room. So Cam, go ahead and hit a little beatbox for me. Let's do it. Yeah. Thank you. I didn't like there was no participation from anybody else in the studio audience. No one else clapped.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. But guys, you know the deal. You know the deal. If you're watching this video right now on YouTube and you look below you and you see that subscribe button isn't pressed, or if you look below that and you see the comment section isn't fulfilled with your name, then you're wrong. Go ahead and get that good karma. Go ahead and leave a comment. Go and hit the subscribe button. Hey, and also, if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple or whatever you're doing to, and you just missed that little dance, I suggest you go over to YouTube and go watch that because my knees went crazy. But to all the new people here, there's a couple new people, and shout out to all y'all, and still shout out to all the OGs that have been watching for a couple years now. I want to give you a little breakdown of what this podcast is. So, at its core, it's just me sitting here telling stories, doing all the things you like on TikTok, and I have thousands more stories, and we're going to tell more today. But occasionally, I have some guest co-hosts on. A lot of y'all know Cam because he's basically on every episode. But I like to, rotate these couches a lot, have a lot of new friends on here, new faces, new stories. And if that's something you like, go ahead and leave a comment right now saying, yeah, bring more people, or no, Peyton, we don't want to see them. We just want to see you. I would love to know that. So before I get my friends on here, we got Cam coming back, obviously, and we have Ashlyn and Liv coming back on. I'm also a little hesitant of having them back on because last episode they said some things on this podcast, actually right here on these couches, that I don't know should have hit the open internet. A lot of y'all, had some disagreements about their chicken versus lion thing. I promise you guys, that wasn't like scripted or staged, or no one told them to say that. They just honestly think that way, which is very troubling and concerning. But we're gonna have them back on. Probably some more would you rathers because I know a lot of y'all wanted that. I'm still a little iffy about that because I don't want to embarrass my friends on the internet the way they think. So we're going to do some more of that. We have Jordan coming back on. We talked about Jay Willie last episode. He was in college with me and Cam, so he has a lot more stories, and these are probably going to be really bad for me. So you're going to get some more crazy coaching stories, awkward Peyton moments, everything that you like. But before we get into that, I like to tell y'all about a little news going on, what's happening in the world around us. I don't like to talk about the serious stuff, so I'm going to talk about Apple is doing a new iOS update. And if you saw this, they're doing a thing on the iMessage. You can edit your iMessage. You can unsend things. Everybody's like, oh, so cool. I can't wait. No more typos. That's not where my brain goes. Where my brain goes is somebody can frame me for saying something or responding to something that I didn't mean to respond to. That is dangerous for anybody. And then a lot of people, whenever I brought that up initially, they were like, well, it's going to say edited underneath that. What does that mean? What does that mean? You can just crop that out. It's going to cause a lot of problems with the edit button, the unsend button. After this update drops, all my messages are going to be green. If you text me, it's coming back green. It's going to be like you're texting an Android. No more use for the iMessage. And I know a lot of y'all want to talk about basketball. I still don't know why we want to hear basketball stories or tell basketball things, but I know a lot of y'all are a basketball audience. Every time I go to a basketball tournament, that's where I meet the most of y'all. So the finals are going on right now. And one of the things I actually am passionate about, and if you follow me on Twitter, you saw me talking about this, is Golden State is soft. They're a soft basketball team. I'm going to say it right now. I saw all of them at the Galleria. They're very large humans, and if they saw me saying this, they could hurt me quick. But I'm serious. They are the Karens of the NBA. Basketball, especially in the finals, you want a nice, loud audience. You want people saying obscenities. Obviously, nothing vulgar or anything too disrespectful, but a good F you, nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and say F you to the person. Who cares? And Klay Thompson going up on the podium saying, hey, there's kids around. You're coming to a basketball game. You're here to enjoy this. You're here to enjoy the environment of the finals, the biggest spectacle in sports and you're complaining about the crowd. What are we doing, Clay? I was a big Klay Thompson fan. My security guard downstairs at You Should Know Studios calls me Klay Thompson every time I see him. I was a Klay kind of guy. Now, I don't know anymore. I want the Celtics to win. I am a Celtic fan now. I want the Celtics to beat the Warriors just off of the simple fact that they're turning into the Karens of the NBA. But that's it. Before we get Cam, Jordan, Ashlyn, and Liv on the podcast, you know, MANSCAPED, they're good friends of the studio. They're good friends of the show. And we're going to go ahead and get a little sponsorship by them. Please use that promo code if you want to. It would mean a lot to me. So let's go into that MANSCAPED ad, and then let's get into the rest of the episode. Guys, support for the You Should Know podcast is brought to you by MANSCAPED. Gentlemen, Father's Day is just around the corner, and our friends at MANSCAPED are here to ensure that all father figures out there are looking daddy material. That's great. Shout out to MANSCAPED. They care about everybody, especially the fathers out there. MANSCAPED's Performance Package 4.0, which includes their signature Lawnmower 4.0, is the perfect bundle to tackle any and all old man hair from head to toe. This right here is no dad joke. Treat him and yourself and join the 4 million men worldwide who trust MANSCAPED with this exclusive offer. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code PSH at manscaped.com. Trust me, your dad bod will thank you. Guys, Father's Day is coming up. I know it's hard to find the right gift for your father. You don't know. It's like, should I get him a tool set? Should I get him a new car? No. Go over to MANSCAPED. It's the perfect gift. Any man out here will enjoy this performance package. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code PSH at checkout, 20% off and free worldwide shipping. We don't want our fathers out there when we go on a beach vacation to be all hairy and embarrassing us, looking like Sasquatch out there. We don't want that. We want to be nice and trimmed. If you know a father or you have a father in your life, go over to manscaped.com, 20% off, free shipping worldwide using promo code PSH at checkout. Manscaped, thank you for sponsoring this episode, and back to the podcast. All right, guys, we're back, and we have co-host Cam back on the episode. There we go. That's it.
That's gonna be my new thing. Patented that?
You can't patent a sound.
I will work on it. I will try. I'll send all the forms that need to be. It's gonna be breh. That's me. It's kind of like I'm biting smack style from the rap battles.
Right.
But I'm gonna just have my own. It's gonna be breh.
And then we got our friend Jay
Will.
Willie is in the building. Jay Willie,
one and only.
Look at such a cool dude. So look at him.
He is a cool guy.
What kind of shirt is that? Go and stand up and show him the back of that shirt.
No, not.
No, but us three, we've been friends for a long time. We all went to college together. Mm-hmm. We all have some crazy JUCO stories, and I'm very nervous about what Jordan's going to say because we already heard Cam's stories about me.
I've already spilled a lot of tea on this freak right here that y'all love, but now it's Jay Will's turn.
So Jay Will,
I don't know.
As we like to do for everybody that's new that comes on the show, we talk about our relation to each other or how we first met. What was your first memory of us meeting? How did it go? Was I awkward? Did it go well? Were you like, this is a cool dude? I assume that's everybody's first impression when they see me.
That's no
like,
one's
wow,
first impression.
Peyton is so cool. Like, I can't believe I'm in the same room as him. Like, wow.
It's more, if you want an honest, it's more like, wow, that creepy skeleton guy, he's really awkward and he makes me uncomfortable. That's closer to reality. But once they get to know you and they feel the warm, loving energy that you always give off, that's a different story. Okay. He's still saying no.
All right, so Jay, well, how did we meet? What was your first impression of me?
I met both of you at the same time, actually. Yeah. We met, we went on our visit together, actually. And when I met you, I thought you were about to be a demon, like hooping.
Yeah.
Because
I hooped. Hey, you hooped at that
demon status. I don't know.
No. At the
you hooped
at the what's it called? The visit. Oh my God, that was like a top tier performance of my life.
Pinnacle.
I went, oh my God, nuts. Okay, keep going.
But no, we met. I was like, let's do 6'7". He might be alright, whatever.
Yeah.
It was cool. We talked a little bit, but.
Who I am.
Nah. We talked a little bit. We didn't talk that much. I mean, you're an awkward, long human being. Pause. But no, we went on the visit or whatever, and it was cool. It was smooth. You was hooping a little bit, but I thought, I thought it was about to be him. I thought, no, he didn't have that. Then we went over. He didn't have that. But we went over to the dorms after that. We had been kicking it for a while, and and Cam was in his room. And
Okay.
that was the
disclosure.
That is no. Time out. We got to talk about that because me and Jordan had the same first impression of you.
We were
everyone
so
that
off.
whole
year did.
We were so off about you, but even my mom.
Yeah, everyone.
Had this.
I remember that.
So Cam, whenever we came into Cam's room, like
As
the
soon
coach,
as you fabricate it, I will be. I will be
no,
telling
so
the rest of it.
the way the rooms are set up is there is a living room, and then there's a private.
These aren't the pods, by the way. These are the dorms.
This is a different dorm.
building.
So there's a private room that's small, and then there's a room for 2 people that's big. But normally, the way everybody did it there, so everybody could have their own space, is someone would live in the living room, and someone would live in the private, and someone would live in the Just
so everyone,
But
like when all doors are closed, everyone's by yourself.
Y'all had 4 people, didn't you?
We only had 3.
We only had 3.
It was me, Kaylin, Deshaun. But me and Deshaun were both in.
Yeah, so y'all were both in the.
Like
no one knows
so they
who
actually
these people
had
are.
like a living room, but we went over the dorms so they were showing us the dorms or whatever, and they picked Cam's room, and so we walk in there.
See, why did our coaches
and-
pick me?
And
Respectful
No
young
one
man,
cared.
great grades,
Nope.
good on the court,
Nope.
very nice, calm,
Great.
can
That's-
speak to
that's-
parents.
All right.
that's fine.
cool.
But as soon as we walk in there, Cam is sitting on this table. Hoodie on, this blue hoodie. He talks about my oversized black
I was
hoodie
about to
that I
say.
would wear all the time. This man wore the same
I'm
blue
talking-
jacket every day.
I'm talking like it looked like an old Navy zip up jacket.
Yeah,
and
it
I'm talking
was-
from the day I met this man
Hey, comfort.
till I don't even know till now. I don't like.
No,
Liv
it's-
says
it's gone.
burned, it's gone, but I don't know. He wore it every day almost.
in these shoes, these Nike shoes. You know those shoes that you wear whenever you're
Hir-
mowing the grass,
Hirachis
and they're
that were
like busted out the
old?
side and they got stains on them.
Okay.
That's what he had
I'm
on. It was
talking
his
like-
everyday fit.
The Hirachis have like the little like mesh on the side on his.
Yeah, there's definitely
Bro,
some holes
There's
in
a
it.
hole in it, and he wears this
What can I
shoe
say?
every day.
I'm
like,
I'm an efficient guy.
no.
I'm a ride it till the wheels fall
And
off.
so when we walk in there,
Back then, at
Cam
least.
is literally like, because he has bad hips. He's probably got like hip
What is
dysplasia.
what is that? Why do you always have to say?
He did have
I
that.
had a bad injury. That's all it was. That's my worst injury when it comes
No,
to
bro,
basketball,
we used to
which
be-
is
You
You
lucky.
got
Other
Labrador
people-
hips. You got like
No.
old Labrador hips.
we used to be like in the car, bro, or in the bus. You'd be like, bro, my hip.
I can't sit
Bro.
for too long. I can't do anything for too long because of
You
my
know,
hip.
like when you're sitting or walking for a long time, you're like, my lower back is really killing me. I'm talking like a 50-year-old. This is how he sounded. Like, it's like, bro, my hip, bro, I can't, bro. Oh my.
I was like, we need
How
to
we-
get out.
Sometimes I'd be in my room and like,
Okay, let's just get back to the
all
story.
all you would hear is Cam go, ah! And I'd walk in there. He'd be like,
Dude,
bro, my hip.
There'd be like sharp pains. Appreciate it, Liv. Thank you.
His
Absolutely
wife,
not.
you probably didn't pick that up on the mic, but his wife is back
She's
there
defending
defending
me.
him.
Real one.
So cute, nice. But okay, so we walk into the room. It's the first time seeing Cam. I kid you not. Cam is sitting on this like wooden table, and he's literally hoodie on, this blue hoodie. God, I'm glad that hoodie's gone. And he's sitting like this.
Okay, let's.
Looks
okay,
like a
you know what?
gremlin. No,
I'm
shut up.
taking this over.
No, you're
The
not.
reason-
No, you're not. No,
This
you're
one,
not.
this one part. The reason I'm sitting on the table waiting for them is because I'm an incredible host. My coach said, "Hey, 2 recruits that we want are coming. I'm telling him to go to your room, so clean it up, everything." I was like, "You already know I'm good," and he was like, "Bet." So I
An
was just sitting there waiting on
incredible
him.
host does not sit like this,
Yeah,
look
you-
half near death, and look like he's about to throw up on a table like this.
I was waiting,
And
bro.
whenever he like sleeps and wakes up in the morning, his eyes really black under his eyes, like someone punched him in his.
You do like you
damn
got beat up
face.
when you wake up. We
Yeah,
are
I
just
don't-
on you right now, and I'm so glad
Hey, it's
because
good.
I've been doing this for
every
12 episodes in a row. Just
Hey,
Peyton is this, Peyton is that.
If you
He's
give
built
it,
like
you
an
gotta be able to take it.
exoskeleton.
So yeah.
No,
Okay,
you're still a freak.
Long story short, everyone thought because of my very comfortable blue hoodie that I wore every day and my busted Hirachis,
you
they
look like
thought,
Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
yeah, they thought I was, in a different crowd than I actually was. But as you can see through the fellowship and the relationships that we built,
Don't.
I'm a great guy.
do
No,
that.
okay, so like, yeah, we thought, like, my mom thought, like, she said
was like,
this
"Oh
to
my
me.
God, I don't want you staying with that
Exactly.
boy."
She said, I hope they don't pair you with Cam because I don't want him to have something in the room and then you get in trouble.
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
were very off. Like, Cam is like the complete opposite of that. And, but I think,
Don't judge a book by its cover.
but the book
Boo.
should clean itself up a little bit if like
It's-
new people are coming.
Hey,
The book.
okay. Vintage
Like the
books.
book should have like sometimes you're reading a book.
Yeah.
So say I buy a book, I read it, I'm like, yo, Cam, you need to read this book.
You give it right
And
to
I
him.
give you the book without the book cover on it, and that just has nothing on it. Like it's just a white little book.
And
And it just
there's
has
like-
the on the spine of it.
And
It just
there's
has
a
the
little, there's a
name.
little dusty blue cloth.
I mean, I've watched it. I've had my
represents my
finger. It has
hoodie.
a little smudge on it. Like
There's a hole in it to represent the Hirachis.
No one wants to read the disgusting book.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so that was our...
So to answer the question of how Jordan met you, I'm glad that we just described me and my trouble.
We met on the visit.
I mean, there's no trouble. I was rough.
Bro, it's okay.
I didn't have a
We were wrong, bro.
Didn't have a haircut. Always had the hood on.
It's okay.
The same hood.
We love you.
The same jacket.
No, we met.
I don't know why. It was comfortable.
Anyway. No, it wasn't. We met on the visit or whatever. Peyton ended up going there and signing. I decommitted and went to a different school. And then,
but then he found his way back.
Yeah, and then I ended up coming back and redshirted and came for the second semester, and that's whenever we all got really close and hung out every
daily.
day.
Yep. And then the next year, roommates, stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera.
I left.
The rest, yeah. You
but what was I gonna say? Oh,
Nope.
I was why doesn't
I hope y'all don't like that. That's all I gotta say.
See, I know the people in the comments would be like, damn, they don't appreciate you, Peyton. You're so funny and cool, and like you like to start songs, and you don't appreciate it. They're against you.
Then I'd say, hey, you come sit on this couch and watch him go.
Hang out with them all day.
No.
I feel like some of the people that watch this would like to hang out with me.
They probably would. Anyway.
No, they wouldn't. You want to know why they wouldn't like to hang out with you? It's because you shopped for a one belt.
Oh
no.
For 7 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Tell this story, but let's be honest about this story.
Okay.
I have the reason we're bringing it
106 degrees, no AC. You want honesty?
You want honesty?
It was hell.
So whenever we got close, we became friends. We started hanging out outside of school, and they came back to my hometown. And I think we were going to a club. We were doing something.
We're going out,
and you needed a belt.
Right.
And we were like, okay, whatever. Keep in mind, I don't know how many of y'all are from Texas or have been to Texas. It's literally scorching hot here. In Austin, I feel like it's even hotter.
Right.
So we go. The car he has at the time has no AC.
They know about that. If y'all seen the first date TikTok where the seatbelt didn't work, the locks didn't work.
Seatbelt didn't work. There was cheese in between the cracks.
Okay,
so
all right. That's a different car. That was my dad's fault. That wasn't me.
But that's still.
So that's
Patty.
the car. That's Patty.
Rest in peace, Patty.
So we get in the car.
The Gucci man.
The Gucci. I had a Gucci man like air freshener.
No, the Gucci man. It didn't look good.
No, it was hard.
Don't hate. That shit was fine.
But no, so we get in the car.
Okay.
To go
get a belt.
But yeah, we're going to get a belt. So he's like, if I'm gonna buy a belt, like I want to get a nice belt. You know, so everybody wants to have like an expensive belt, whatever.
Yeah.
So we go, we're shopping. We've been to a million stores.
Right.
We've walked in them. There's been belts, black, every color you can think of. His size, they have them in every store. And he's like, and I really think that your mom was gonna even help you buy the belt at this time.
Yeah.
And so he's like, nah, I just don't want to spend that much money on that belt. Like I just don't like. It's a black belt. Like, just buy it.
I have a hard time like buying stuff. That's why, because I get comments saying you wear the same thing every episode, and they say I look like a cartoon character. I've worn the same. All right, too big of a laugh from behind me. What are we doing? All right. Are you gonna start using it now? Yeah, I think that's not true. I have different fits. Not on the podcast because I'm comfortable.
No, he doesn't. He wears the black jeans out every time.
It's like me with my blue hoodie. It's just comfort. Structure creates security. He knows his go-tos. He likes it. He's comfortable.
That's not an option.
That's why I don't agree with it, but that's probably
I look good.
the behind it. So
we end up going to the Coach store. This is our final destination. Keep in mind, we've been driving around and we've already been on this voyage for ever.
Yeah, we ended up going like to different malls.
Yeah, like we're going from like mall to mall. Then we went to an outlet mall, and it's scorching hot.
Away. No AC.
Haven't eaten.
45 minutes away with no food in our stomach. No AC. July, Texas.
No wind, just heat.
Yeah, it was so bad.
You go to the store. It's a 50% off sale. Like everything.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
The Coach. I don't know how much a Coach belt is, but
probably not that much.
50% off of it. I mean, that's got to be a good deal.
That's gonna pick up.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Hey, hold on.
I'm just kidding.
Nope.
No,
absolutely not.
All right.
We go to the store. We walk in. Me and Cam are looking around. We're like, yo, I feel like I got to buy something. It's 50% off.
Yeah.
It's nice.
We take 10 minutes max. We get our things. We're ready.
Where am I at?
He's in the literal 2-foot wide belt section
with 40 belts on it.
Yeah, like not many options. 40 belts total. maybe 10 are black. So
and then
very
limit to my
slim
size.
pickings. Yeah. Then there's his size. So he's looking at these maybe 2 to 3 belts. Just going for like 20 minutes. Guess what he does? You guessed it right. Nothing. No belt. Nothing purchased. Another wasted trip. It was just that just
Then
shows.
we drove to get food.
Oh no, yeah, no,
Another hour
we're not
away.
getting to that part. No.
We got the windows down going 70 on the highway.
You have a video of you singing "Jaded" in my car
Yeah.
when the windows are down and the heat.
It was so okay. It was so hot, like the air coming in. I literally went to make a video, and it hit like the wind just got right in my face, and I was like, like it choked me up. It's ridiculous. Enough of Patty.
I love Patty. That we had some great adventures in there. Great car.
No,
go ahead.
I was gonna say
I'll
I don't
cut it
know
out
if
if I don't
another. I don't know if another story is in the.
Who?
Is in.
We don't say the
Oh, another coach story.
Yeah.
Another coach story.
We'll bleep that out.
Yeah, you won't see that one. But another
Jesus,
crazy,
give me legal trouble now.
another crazy coach story
Give us
is in the
government.
works if you want to. But I was gonna say that stuff like that happened to Patty when we went to the game.
Okay. Yeah. So
Girls game.
let's do a little story time. Everybody loves
got
my
it.
story
Take it,
times.
yep.
That's one of the reasons why this podcast has gotten to where it's at, is because of these stories. Now, everybody knows about the crazy assistant coach that I had. I've made several videos on them. These two guys have witnessed this coach hands-on. We have all suffered this experience together.
Suffered is a perfect word.
So
Still suffering.
this assistant coach was crazy. I know I told you on the last video that he would go into the woods at like 5 a.m., feed deer raw beef jerky bare hand. Just
Bare hand
feed
beef jerky.
feed deer in the
Bare
woods
hand.
in the morning. No reason. Why would you do that? Do deers even eat jerky? Now they do. He would go back there and do Tai Chi in the woods with deers around. Am I lying?
No.
Nope.
He would go back there, do Tai Chi in the woods 5 in the morning. That's just to set the picture of what this man was like. Now, one day, I don't know why we decided to do. Say it again. I don't know why we decided to do this. We decided to get in this coach's car to go somewhere. I don't know where we were going. Probably a restaurant.
No,
doing
it was
something.
we were going. No, it was something about like either Patty wasn't working. Rhonda, that's my car by the way. Good old Rhonda, the Honda. Anyway, they both were like broken or something,
Yeah.
and we had to ride with him to the wellness center. That's what it was. We rode with him to the wellness. That's where like we had like team workouts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It was like,
it's like a rec center.
yeah, it's like a rec center.
So nobody's car was working, so we had no other option than to get in our assistant coach's car. Now, terrible idea. As soon as we get in the car, we're all a little nervous because we're uneasy about this guy. We already had some
We
bad
already know
experiences with
what
him.
he's about.
Yeah,
so.
we don't like to talk too much. We're just trying to get from point A to point B. So we're in the car. We're all on our phones, just trying not to make conversation, not to make eye contact or try to direct the conversation with him. We're just on our phones.
Heads down, just
I kid you not, this man is playing opera at a low octave in the car. It's like a dog whistle of opera. And we're all just like, all right, we're just trying to make it.
it's 3 miles away.
It is silent in this car. All you hear is a little low octave of opera. Out of nowhere, this man turns and looks out the window, and he's like, I can't wait till I get enough money so I can buy this city and burn it to the ground.
Word for word.
Yeah, he said
Word
it a few
for word.
times.
No one said anything. He's just looking around, taking it all in, goes, God, I can't wait till I make enough money, come back one day and buy this whole town and burn it to the ground.
We were like,
It's just,
where did that
Why?
come from?
This is all the same man. Like, there's just too many, like, unreasonable, unbelievable things that this man did in such a short time.
Yeah.
One of the creepiest things that this man has ever done, like one of the scariest things, is I still, to this day, do not know how or why he did this. We were all in our room together. We were looking for something to do this night. And we were like, hey, 30 minutes away, there's a girls' basketball game at this Christian university. Let's just go support women's basketball. It's going to be a good time.
Patty story, yeah.
So we all get in the car. It's not in the team group message. We didn't tell any other teammates.
Yeah.
Us three, as a collective, decided to go 30 minutes down the street and go to this women's basketball game at a different school. We get in the car. We go to the game. We enjoy the game. We're having a good time. Game is over. We leave the gym. As we're leaving the gym, a mysterious truck pulls up in front of us. Nobody has seen this truck
Never
before.
seen it.
But it stops.
Very dark tint, probably 5% tint, like
dark tint, illegal on the roads.
Yeah.
You can't have this kind of tint on the open road. You will get pulled over 9 times out of 10. Oh, 100%. You put the thing on the window, you're failing. You're going to jail, misdemeanor.
Yeah. Anyway.
So as soon as this truck pulls up, we're like,
nope.
as soon as this truck pulls up, we're like, okay, why is this truck stopping in front of us? I kid you not. Our assistant coach rolls down the window, looks at us, pulls up 2 cases of beer and says, y'all trying to get drunk tonight?
It's like,
what are you saying to me right now? How did you know we were going to be here?
But to put your mind in ours in this situation, it's like he can very easily be serious. This could be a test. First off, why are you here?
How did you know we were going to be here?
Why do you have 48 beers in your passenger seat? Whose truck is this? Because this is not your car.
Yeah, we were just in your car listening to opera when you said you wanted to burn the city down. Different truck.
And imagine all those questions just flooding your brain at once, and we were just like and just in awe.
I was just like in awe of like how this man found us and then offered us beer at a Christian university. I'm like, Coach,
and like, where were you throughout the game? Like, if you would have been in there, we would have saw you and been like, oh, whoa, why is he here? It's like, there was no sight of him for the whole 2 hours we were there. But it's like perfect timing. Right when we're leaving, he just pulls up right in front of our car. And we were just like, who is this? And then
I literally asked this man, I'm like, Coach, this is a Christian school. We can't drink beers here. Like, why are you asking us this? And he goes, come on, you know these schools have the most fun.
What does that
What's
mean?
wrong with you? Like, you can't do that. But he was a crazy guy. I don't know what he's doing now.
I don't
know where he's at.
I don't want to know.
He's at a different school.
Oh, you know where he's at?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh, last episode I said I have an update on our head coach.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you told me this. But apparently the kids that are at the school now were our head coach. If you haven't seen the head coaching story, he basically drove us to the wrong side of the country. Our teammate was concussed and he made us like jump over him. That story a lot of y'all know and love. That coach. Apparently the new team that he's coaching right now is like they watched the videos and they've seen the TikToks and they've put 2 and 2 together and they're like, oh, he's talking about you, and showed this coach my videos. And he said something to the effect of, oh, this motherfucking lying. He don't know nothing about me.
Yeah, none of this is true.
Yeah, like shit. He couldn't play a lick.
Google
he ain't
me.
telling the truth. Like, what does that? What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, it's like I wish I had that kind of imagination to make those stories.
And he pops up randomly too. We literally are on the way back from his bachelor party, and there's this gas station on the way to Oklahoma. And every time we had a game in Texas when we were there, we used to stop at this gas station. It's the same gas station. So we pull up. I'm about to get gas. We walk inside, and I literally looked at it. I was like, yo, this is the gas station we used to stop at all the time.
Like, we're talking about it.
So we got gas. We go in there, get a snack, whatever. We get back in the car. Not even like 3 seconds after I started my car, we hear like 3 bangs on my window.
Yeah, it was on the bed of your truck.
Oh, that's what it was.
Someone was like, and we turned.
Keep in mind, this dude is like 5'8".
Yeah, he's
like,
small dude.
And I have a truck, so like you don't see that much of his face whenever he comes up to the window. And just literally out of nowhere, he's like, "What y'all doing?"
He goes, "Look at these." And then it was great seeing him. Like, I haven't seen him since I left. And it was great. It was funny. I told him, like how I'm about to get married and stuff like that. We just left my bachelor party. He was like, oh God. And he was just talking to us. But it's unreal. Like, I wish y'all could experience. I mean, I don't.
One day,
safety, but
one day when this podcast keeps growing and y'all keep subscribing and watching and listening, I'm telling y'all, the more y'all subscribe, the more y'all comment, and the more y'all use like the promo codes on the ads, the better things and the more things we can do. And I'll probably have to use that money from the promo codes to pay him to be on this show.
Yeah.
I really want him to be on here.
That'd be
that would be the best episode
The world
ever.
needs to meet him.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And y'all would see I'm not lying. Like, none of these stories are fake. But since we're updating people about I've told stories about different people, and what really like popped this podcast off was the story I told about Tom in Vegas. You were there with Tom in Vegas. It was a crazy time, but Tom has seen the video about him. Now, I was very nervous because I talked about money in there, and I don't want to put his financials out there and what he decided to do at the gambling table. But he just recently, like last week, he saw it. And through the grapevine, I was told that he really loves the podcast, and he thought that was one of the funniest things ever. And so it was like a big weight that got lifted off my. Was I lying in that Vegas video?
Absolutely not. He didn't even tell you half of what what really happened. Like I've never seen. There's stuff that happened like you think that happens in movies and it's
like
fake.
GTA stuff.
Like you're like there's like that's not even realistic. Like I saw things that I've never in my life will probably see again.
It's just like money's a beautiful thing, and he can do a lot of things.
He has a lot of it. Yeah.
A shit ton of it. But before we have the lovely ladies join this episode, I know
chicken ladies.
A lot of y'all. Oh my God, yeah, the lion ladies. Yeah. By the way, we're gonna talk about that for a second. We're not gonna do.
We're talking about it because that's
briefly
unacceptable.
We're gonna talk about it briefly because I don't want to like repeat stuff, but let's get the lovely ladies on the podcast, and then I'm so nervous about what they're about to talk about, and then we'll get into the rest of the episode. Okay, I'll see you in a second. The You Should Know podcast. All right, guys, we are joined by Ashlyn and Liv. We have to address something right now. So
quickly,
if you haven't seen, a lot of you have seen it. That's why like a lot of the new subscribers are here. These two are the ones that said they would rather fight a lion once a year than a chicken every time that they. What are y'all doing that again?
Sorry.
He started
What's with this PDA we got going on?
He started it.
Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm done. Go.
Wait, do you remember that thing y'all used to do?
In the
Raja. No, absolutely
That's
not.
bad.
Wait,
Right,
do it.
go.
Do it again.
No.
Raja.
All right, go. Get it. That's horrible.
That's disgusting.
That was our code language. Anyway.
But yeah, so that video is like on its way to doing 5 million on TikTok. Congratulations, guys! You got a viral video. There we go. Do you know how many lion videos I got sent in my DMs and like tagged on TikTok? It wasn't me. They're like, show the girls this. I'm not showing them anything. They know that they're wrong. She said she's a Leo, and that's going to make some kind of difference.
In my DMs, I had men, because I posted something on my TikTok about, I asked a question. I said, so if you ask a girl to go eat, are you going to pay when it comes down to the check?
Yep.
And then, this guy DM'd me. What?
Nothing.
Go. Free promotion. Go ahead.
Go. Go.
This guy was like, well, I would take you out, but you got eaten by the lion, so we can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, I went to the Dallas Zoo and ran into the lion, and we gave a good old fist bump.
Excuse me?
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Good old fist bump. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I was there.
No, you weren't.
If you jumped in the cage, you'd be gone in 5 seconds.
So we're okay. That's the end of that. Please stop tagging me in lion videos. I know, guys, they're wrong. Please stop tagging me.
In the tag. Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God.
If you would have shown that last episode, I would have stood up and walked out of the studio. I wouldn't have recorded
Jordan
anymore.
has a lion too.
Absolutely not. We're not. Yeah, and I would never survive.
Yeah. His lion represents strength and power.
Literally. You want to know what my lion represents? It's Proverbs 30:30, and it talks about how a lion fears no man.
Except for these women right here.
Absolutely not.
Okay. No.
All right. Nope. That's the end of that.
Yeah.
That's the end of that.
Yeah.
So we have y'all.
Just jokes.
So that's the end of that.
No,
So
you're
we have
serious.
y'all.
It's sad.
We have y'all back on, and Ashlyn, I don't know why I'm gonna do this. Do you have another would you rather?
It's not like a would you rather. It's a question. Okay, so do you ever think that it's okay to lie, or is it only okay to lie if it's beneficial to you?
To me, like morally, okay? Your question was, is it ever all right to lie?
Yes.
Or is it only all right to lie if it benefits you?
Yes.
That's kind of like the, not necessarily philosophical, but like, again, a moral question of like, is it ever okay to break the law? And if so, why? So my answer for both of those, to ever break the law or to lie, the lying one is not only to benefit me, but I would definitely lie and I would definitely break the law if it is protecting someone that I love, a friend one. That's it. It's okay. Everybody get on him like y'all get on me when I mess up. Protecting someone that I love, a loved one, a friend, anything. In that situation, lying or breaking the law, I would do it. Would I just go out and, steal something to do it? No. But if it doesn't even have to be life or death. But if it's to protect us or something like that, I would do it. That's my answer for the lying and breaking the law. That's kind of how I view that. Of course, everyone does little lies that might not even be like.
You lie whenever you tell your kids Santa's real.
Yeah, I mean.
Whoa, we have kids watching.
Well,
he's just kidding.
Go
Sorry,
thank
kids.
mom and dad. For
They lied to you.
When did y'all find out that Santa wasn't real?
When I was old, I was like 8, 9 probably.
Okay.
I was about older
I
too.
still think he's real.
Oh God.
My friend Ryan.
What is happening?
My friend Ryan's dad told him when he was 4.
Yeah, I
He said,
remember
"Hey,
that.
Santa's not a thing.
Yeah.
I got you those gifts." That's what he
Cameron said he's gonna do that with our kids. He said he will make them know that Santa's not real. And that
No,
we bring the presents.
I like the spirit of Santa and stuff like
But
that.
for how long are you gonna do that?
I'll let him find out.
I just leave it up to the kid.
My
I'm
mom
not
told
gonna
me.
be the guy that's like, all right,
Uh,
he's not like. It's
Like,
just whenever they get to that age.
I came home from school and kids were talking to me. They're like, Santa's not real. And at that point, like, I look like an idiot. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's like-
I'm
you're
at school. I'm in elementary school, like,
Yeah.
really, like, I'm getting worked up. Like, I'm arguing. Like, yes, he is. Like,
You're saying like, what do you
I
mean?
go home, like, almost in tears. I'm like, Mom, they're out here talking about Santa ain't real. Like, she's like,
He
maybe.
said almost in
Yeah.
tears.
He's like, Mom, tell me the truth
Yeah,
right
she's
now.
like, I was pissed. I literally shut my door. I cried in my room.
I remember whenever I
Mad.
found out Santa wasn't real, I just saw my dad putting a bicycle in the living room. I was like, well, that sucks, but it wasn't bad.
No.
But I remember when I found out the Tooth Fairy wasn't real, that broke
that hurt
my
me.
heart because I was
See,
in the
we didn't
back.
do
No.
Tooth Fairy. I
See,
never got
I was,
it.
I was in
I
the.
never
I was,
believed in Tooth Fairy.
I
I,
was-
knew it was my mom because I'd be like, "Hey, Mom, remember my tooth fell. Remember?" And I'd go and be like, "You want it in a bag or what?"
No,
And
see,
I'd
we
put it under the pillow.
had that whole spirit going on in our
Yeah.
household, and my mom and dad were doing a good job of being like, Peyton, I'm so proud of you getting that tooth out. The Tooth Fairy is going to come. And I was like, yes. But I remember my brother came into the room. He's like, Tooth Fairy? Mom, I just saw you go to the ATM. And I was like, Preston, what? And then my mom got
ATM?
real
Okay,
No,
what?
that's
What
why.
time-
That's why I was
time out.
crying.
You were getting 18.
You were getting 20s
Yeah.
for a tooth?
As I got older, the bigger the tooth.
Well,
I was
that's
getting,
what I
I was
said.
getting
We
like,
it depends on the tooth.
I was
No.
getting like
Whoa.
dingy. I was getting like dingy ones and a couple quarters.
Quarters?
I was getting
Your
changed.
parents didn't
That's
love
getting
you.
you checked.
I'm being so serious. I'd wake up and I'd literally
know
I'd put my
Lisa
hand under
watches
the
this
pillow and it'd be
podcast,
like
Cameron.
Change?
I'd hear
Lisa,
change in the
quarters?
Ziploc bag.
No.
You were
That's
getting
what-
20s for teeth?
Okay.
I would have been in the
You were
mirror
getting
yanking them
change?
things out.
In my.
They'd get rolled up and with a little bow on it.
Whoa.
With a bow?
What?
Okay, what
Like
is
a little-
happening
a
in your
little
household?
I'd put a tooth like in a baggie so that way it wouldn't
Yeah.
like fall,
Cameron, I'm
and then
glad we're on
the
the
baggie
same
would be
page.
like
Our
the tooth
kids
would be
will
out the
not be
bag, and then
getting
the money would be
$20
out.
bills.
Yeah, and I'd wake up, there'd be some coinage going on.
Coinage?
Yeah.
You roll over in your sleep and hear a little clackle.
I'm not kidding. I would literally,
Clackle
I would
is
wake
crazy.
up. I would wake up. You know how like you wake up, you moving around a little bit. I knew Tooth Fairy came, so
Yeah.
I'd throw my hand under the pillow and I would grip it a little bit. I'd feel a couple coins, and then you'd feel some metal, and you'd just be.
I would give them back and be like,
I loved it. If I got $20 for every
Who said it
tooth-
was? You can
it
get
doesn't have to be
5s and
20,
10s from
bro.
No, you do not.
You can break
Bro,
it.
when
If
you
I got
get,
out the
when you,
ATM and broke
yeah,
them.
she
you
can
go
break
to
it,
the
but when you go to
ATM, you get
ATM,
a
you're getting a
20.
$20 bill.
Yeah, you're
It
getting
literally
straight
says
20.
20, 40,
Yeah.
68. Like you're not getting no 5.
Okay, but the reason is because I was like a wimpy kid.
Were you losing 4 at a time? What's going on?
No, I had a hard time. So my teeth came in like gang signs. Like, so my teeth were really messed up. And so whenever they had to pull a tooth, it was really painful and I cried a lot. So it was like a mission every time we got a tooth out.
So
So
you
my
got
parents felt
bribed
bad
to
for
pull
me.
your teeth.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, we
son.
did the whole thing of like you put a piece of floss on there and you yank it and you do stuff like that.
I would just work it with my tongue back and forth, and then when it got really loose, I would constantly have.
Working with my tongue back and forth is crazy.
I'd literally be like this. But inside the mouth, just moving a little bit.
Just imagine
Okay,
like
my whole
first grade
philosophy.
Cameron sitting on the front row, just like
No, this is how like deep I
in
was
there like-
thinking.
bowl cut.
This is how deep I was thinking at a young age. So after that, I would constantly have a cup of water all day, and I'd put it in my mouth, and I'd be like, I would just be swishing it, and I literally told my grandma, I was like, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing as like a big body of water coming through a tree, going down to the roots, just shaking them, getting a little loose, getting it. Yeah.
Okay, so
I was
this
a weirdo,
explains his
so
thought
I was-
process.
Whoa.
He thinks everything out.
I
Like, he-
overthink
No.
many of things.
I would
No.
just take floss and you know how like teeth have roots.
Yeah, I was
I would just-
afraid. I was afraid
I
of the
was-
floss and
I
pull.
would've-
I would.
I would never
work.
pull my
I would
teeth.
work
Saw
it till I could literally be like,
till
Nope.
it came out.
and
I
like the
wouldn't.
tooth would be like,
I would never
and I
pull
could
it.
pull it back, and I'd just be like,
It has to fall out.
Can we stop? Because y'all are
It
really
has to
I had
fall
a,
out.
I had a stranger pull out one of my teeth. It was like one of the counselors at school.
What?
And my,
Let her put her hand in your mouth.
I have a hard time with like it. I'm telling you, my teeth came in like that. So I was like, it was real bad, and I was nervous, and I knew it was supposed to come out, and all the teachers were like, Peyton, that tooth is dangling by a thread. Let's just pull it. And I was like, no. But by the time the counselor came, she was one of those really nice women, the one that can like looks like she can cook up a nice yam real good. And the
Oh,
ones
she
you
had
want to
the-
hug.
she had the-
Oh my God. It was one of those-
that's
Yeah, it's
come
exactly
on.
right. She's soft. Like
Come on.
it's one of those.
Come on. Am I wrong?
That's exactly right. But then she
If you're pulling up to a nice, first off, if there's foil over the plate,
Cameron,
you already
stop yourself right there.
Okay. I'm just saying. So
tell me I'm wrong.
So I was feeling comfortable with this woman because she smelled good. She was real nice. She said, "Come here, baby. Let me get that tooth out for you."
She called you baby.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I was so comfortable. She said, "Come here." She yanked that thing out, and then I went home, and my mom was like, "Oh, you pulled your tooth out," and I was like, "No, counselor so and so did." She goes, "What?"
Oh, your mom? No, your mom
Yeah.
would have been like,
No, my mom drove to
Yeah,
the
but so
Why do you think
she's
it's
not.
okay to
Yeah,
touch
she's
my
not
son's
calling.
mouth?
She's going straight to the
That's
school.
My mom got in the car, drove to the school, was like, "Don't ever put your fingers in my baby's mouth again."
Yep.
yeah, worst thing that
Yeah.
happened to me in grade school, I got stabbed with a pencil, and I went
You
to,
had lead poisoning.
I didn't
We
get
went
lead
from
poisoning.
pulling teeth to get
Well, it was
stabbed
younger
with a
story. And
pencil.
it's
No,
like
it's good,
a
it's
stranger.
good.
So basically, you know how you would flip the backpacks around as a kid? You'd do like little sumo things.
Oh yeah, you still have a scar from that.
Yeah, I actually have the lead mark on my. I won't show y'all, but so basically, I had a collection of pencils. Again, being weird.
Number twos.
Yeah, all number twos. Our school had the little like machine like bolted into the wall. You put 2 quarters in it, and tooth fairy money. Lose a tooth, get a pencil. I'd put the quarters in there, crank it, get a pencil out. I literally had a rubber band. It was like this thick, probably 30 pencils. It was in my bag.
You had
So
to pay for pencils?
No, I mean you can collect them in multiple
What?
different ways. But I'm saying
Collecting pencils.
What'd you? No,
I already said I was
What'd
weird.
you just say?
Hold on, let me finish
What
the
did
story.
you just say?
you have to pay for pencils.
At school, you have to pay for pencils?
You had to buy your supplies. Yeah,
Where else do you get them?
I mean, at school, you physically have to pay
they
for
don't
pencils?
just hand.
Like you had a vending machine of pencils.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have
It
those.
was pretty cool.
Whoa, we
I know
didn't have
people
that.
get school supplies, but like...
Anyway, back to the thing.
Back to the
So
story.
we flipped. It's after school. It was like it might have been YMCA or something. But after school, me and my friend doing the little sumo thing, and we start like like you'd run up each other and like jump up, playing a little sumo battle, and all of a sudden it was like
What?
boom, like you flip the backpack to where it's on the front of you, and you
Okay,
like bump
yeah,
stomachs
yeah.
like you were a sumo wrestler or something like that. So we're sitting there bumping, just having fun in the gym, and all of a sudden I was like, I don't feel the best. And I was like, hey,
Oh, it was in the backpack.
yeah, my pencils are in the backpack, and I literally was like, okay, I really don't feel good, and I sat down, and I was like, hey, Connor, I gotta wait real quick. I don't feel the best.
I gotta
So he
wait.
runs off, and I'm literally sitting down on the floor, and I was like,
Ow, my
I literally was just
spiders
like,
are laughing.
I lift my shirt up, and I was bleeding, and the pencil had stabbed. It went through my backpack and stabbed me. So I go to the so then I start freaking out because
Yeah.
I'm younger, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. So I go to the nurse. They take me to the nurse's office. She has like those, it's like pliers, but like the surgical ones, It's basically scissors with little rubber tips
Lead
on the
is
end.
sticking out of your stomach.
Dude, and she literally laid me on the nurse's table. They'd call my mom to make sure they can do it and stuff. And I laid there, and she was like, squeeze my hand if it hurts. And before she even touched me, I was just like, I was squeezing her hand. And she literally, like, I was sprawled out on this nurse's table. And she went in there with the scissors and tried to get it, and she got most of it. But there's literally still a black mark on my stomach, like right here.
Bro, grade school, like elementary school kids do the craziest things. Let me know if y'all did any of these. Like as a kid, we had these weird challenges in my elementary school, and we had one called the eraser challenge. Is you would put your hand on the lunch table.
yeah.
They would grab one of those fat erasers, and they would just go back and forth
You
on
get
your
Tap
hand,
out.
Yeah.
and you'd have to say your ABCs and see
Yeah.
how far you could go. There
Yeah.
was one time there
Yeah.
was blood from the back of my palm down to the elbow, and I still have a scar
See,
on
the
my
kids
hand. from it.
nowadays would never know what that is.
We didn't
No,
do that.
the
No.
kids nowadays are just like, oh, did you see that new TikTok? And
Did y'all didn't
like,
have? Did y'all do any
You
weird
don't
like
have the new
things?
iPad?
Yeah, I mean, we salt iced my friend when he fell asleep at a
Ooh,
sleepover.
the cinnamon challenge. Well, that wasn't really school, but
No,
we
I
that
did
was
the
was-
say that was
cinnamon
not
challenge.
that was not grade school.
Okay.
But basically, we had a sleepover.
Sorry.
It might have been for my birthday. I'm gonna continue now if you're done with that. We had like a sleepover one night,
I'm so hot. Sorry.
and it was like 7 or 8 of us, and one of my friends fell asleep early, and we went over there. It's like if you put ice or salt on an ice cube and like put it in someone's
It'll
skin,
burn you.
it like burns
It'll
him.
burn
And he
you.
was asleep, and he was just like, and we went up, dumped salt on this ice, and we went up to his arm. We held it, and we were just like, and he was like, and just woke up in pain. I don't know why we did it, but it's
Did you ever do the name a cereal game?
yep.
You'd go up to a random person, grab them by the nip,
Yep.
and then
right
it-
by the nip, you had to name 5 cereals, and they didn't
gotta-
let go, and they
And
were
so you-
twisting it and
See, this is
working
like a
it.
Texas
I got it.
thing.
I
Do you
got it.
know
No,
how
I
hard
got a
it is?
teammate that does that
I'm
now,
from
but he says
Texas.
5 black presidents.
Wait, what did you just say?
Fail.
Do you know like how hard it is to name a cereal? You're like Captain Fruit Loops, and
Yeah.
you're just like you
Huh?
can't do it at all.
No.
You're like Frosted Reese Cups. Ah!
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played quarters.
Quarters.
Put your knuckle on the table,
Yeah.
and you have a quarter. And so like the person across from you would place your hand like that, and the other person you have the quarter. and you shoot it at their knuckle as fast as you can. First one to tap out loses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
We
god.
played
Look at
Red
that.
Rover.
Shot Hornet.
We played
This is
Red
what I'm saying,
Rover.
Yeah, we played. Yeah, and I literally like almost
Rover,
broke
Red
my arm
Rover.
playing Red Rover because they were like holding on so
Yeah.
tight. They're like, she's not getting through. But I'll tell you this, has nothing to do with this, but I was always picked first for dodgeball. Just side note.
All right, White Goodman.
You know what White Goodman is?
Yes. It's from the
You know
movie Dodgeball.
It's the movie.
Peter LaFleur, White Goodman,
Hey, sorry.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Wrenches. If you can dodge a
You can
wrench,
dodge a wrench,
you can dodge a ball.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Fucking
That was
jumped
that's
right there. No.
for other nostalgic viewers. If you want, that is a perfect tomahawk sound from the first Black Ops. Right when you would spawn on Summit, you throw
Okay,
it across
Cameron.
map,
Another question.
and as it's coming. Anyway, you're welcome. Nostalgia.
See?
I'm trying to think of like, cause we've all hung out in various situations. I'm trying to think of like a crazy hangout story that we have. Like what? What? Oh no, we can't talk about that.
She fell asleep in the dog bed.
Yeah, she fell asleep in a dog bed. We're not gonna give the backstory
Yeah.
to that, but she was
Yeah.
asleep.
If you want a backstory, leave a comment.
On the Patreon. Once we get a Patreon, we
Yeah,
can do
slumped.
We had some good ones at Pawpaw's house.
We can't talk
Like
about
the
those.
same one you flooded his bathroom.
that. Yeah, I flooded. So her that was, the bathroom
Oh.
I flooded was
Yeah.
hers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
grandpa's.
went crazy on TikTok. I actually
12
saw him.
decorative towels that haven't been touched in decades.
you
So go in
apologize
the
to him?
bathroom.
Yeah, I saw him. He came up to the room when we were all getting ready, and I saw him, and I was like, "Hey, good to see you." He was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Hey, I don't know if you know, but like I do podcasts and stuff, and I got a lot of
Oh, he
people that
watched
watch them." And I was like, "So I made a story about how I flooded your bathroom, and I'm sorry." Like, and he was like, "No, it's okay. You know, stuff happens. It's a
Oh,
funny
good old
story."
Paul.
Great dude. I ate all his crackers too.
Yep, he still has a whole drawer of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love
Oh
it.
my
The
god.
little Debbie drawer.
The Walmart.
Which one?
When he went to Walmart like 11 o'clock.
He opens the drawer. He's just like, that was hilarious.
So many people are like, "What are they talking
Yeah,
about?"
what
we'll
is
tell
a-
you later.
What is it?
Oh, yesterday when we were out at the club, she is a horrible wingman. Horrible. We were at this club, and I never go up to girls. Like, I don't know how to go up to somebody and like spit. Like, I do not do it. I just wait for them to come to me, or it's deaded. Like, I don't know how to do it. I have no game, no confidence in myself. But there was this woman that we were on top of this section, so we were like a little elevated. There was a woman down there, and she was dancing, very elegant. It was like a gazelle.
Like one of these. Like,
Oh my god.
No, she was doing
Yeah, she
What
but
was
she was.
doing, Cameron?
What was she doing?
she was in the
Do it.
Yes.
And she was beautiful. And I was not gonna talk to her, but she kept making the eye contact. You know, whenever they make consistent eye contact, they're inviting you to come talk to them.
Yeah.
I like to leave the women alone at the bar. I know they probably have a lot of guys coming up to them. I don't want to be involved in that. You have fun. I'll see if I need to see you. If it's meant to be, it will be meant to be. You know what I'm saying? But I was talking to Ashlyn, and I was like, I need to talk to her. Like, she's so beautiful. We made eye contact. Like, I need to talk to her. And she was like, go, do it. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Do it. And I was like, I was working up the confidence literally like 3 times. I went down from the platform to go walk up to her and then turned back. That happened 3 times.
Turn right back.
Yeah, and I was like, I can't do it. I have a bad feeling about this. And so she was with a friend. So I went up to the friend. I went up to the friend first because I didn't want to go immediately up to her to just like ignore the friend.
Stupid, but,
No, that's
You
a
went up
great
to
play.
the friend.
it
Yeah.
was like he went into
So you went and talked to her friend.
I know. I introduced myself to the friend.
To the
first.
friend.
Yes.
yes.
But you're wanting to talk
But
to
you
the
want
other girl.
her friend.
I want to make
Yes.
everybody in the situation feel included.
He went up to
You
her,
definitely go to the one
he
you're
went up to
interested in
the friend,
first,
they
and
said
then
hey,
Yes.
and then
Speak.
tap the other girl.
You just
That's a bad play?
All you have to do, dude, just go up to the one you want first. You can either just greet them all at the same time or have a little conversation.
Well, no, they
and
were
then
together.
be
So
like-
this is what happened. I went down there. I worked up the courage finally after saying no like 8 times. I went up to the friend first. I was like, hey, what's her name? She said her name. Don't remember. And I said, hi, I'm Peyton. Nice to meet you.
Peyton.
I don't remember. I don't remember either of their
Yeah,
names.
It didn't
just
work
go.
out anyway.
Yeah, and then so I went up.
Yeah, it didn't work out because he
You
said,
went to the
hey,
friend.
No,
to the
no,
friend.
no. That's not why it didn't work out. And so I went up to the one that I was attracted to and wanted to court and take on a nice date. And so I went up to her. I was like, hey, I'm Peyton. What's your name? And she goes, so-and-so. And I'm like, oh, like, are you from here? Like, are you with anybody? And she goes, yeah, I'm with my boyfriend right here. The boyfriend was literally behind them looking at me. He was going. I was like, oh.
But it
All
didn't
right.
look like she had a boyfriend because she was
Fucking leave it.
she was kind of giving her attention to everybody though.
Yeah, and she was
wasn't-
making
she
the
wasn't
eye
with her
contact with
boyfriend,
me.
So you didn't know.
Trying to get the free drinks.
Oh, that's not happening with me.
Peyton.
What?
What is wrong with that?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I'm not buying you
You're
a
just
drink.
buying a
You just
stranger
said
free
she
stuff.
was getting the drinks.
She was.
No, I said I'm not. buying
Absolutely
a
not.
drink.
Ooh, I'm a
Okay,
girl. You have to buy
question.
me a drink just to
If
talk
you
to me.
have a significant other and the opposite sex wants to buy them a drink,
Absolutely not.
yes or no?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Wait,
Absolutely not.
wait,
He or
what?
she,
Wait.
he
Liv
or
goes-
she will
Like
bring
me and
them-
Liv are out of the bar and a
Yeah.
guy wants to buy Liv a drink?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't care.
100%. That's
Absolutely.
Okay,
great.
well, no girl was buying you drink. We make that very clear.
Why? That's free alcohol.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
Your
need
mind's
free
in it.
alcohol.
At the end of the night, no matter how drunk, undrunk, anything, where are you going?
You want to
Okay.
look?
Going
Look,
back
look,
home,
no,
miss.
no. Because literally, this happened to one of my other friends. Let's girlfriend get a drink from another guy. Another guy follows. The guy follows them around the rest of the night.
Okay.
Boyfriend finally gets fed up and he's like, "Hey, dude, like she was just getting a free drink.
Yeah.
Like leave her alone."
Great.
He's like, "Nah."
Oh, then
Like
that's,
she
why
doesn't like.
people get the
They
wrong
end up
picture.
getting in a fight and they almost got arrested.
oh well, that's bad. But I'm just saying, regardless of that in the situation, I'm just saying I don't have a problem. Like I don't get like jealous or like mad at my girlfriend. Like, hey, get a drink. Like do what you got to. Like that's fine. Bring me a drink too. Like I don't care. Let's go buy a drink right now. Everybody, thank you so much for
Yes.
watching this episode of the You Should Know podcast. Guys, if you haven't already, please be sure to get that good karma right now. Hit the subscribe button. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple,
Ooh.
go and leave
What's
a
the
review.
code? What's the
Oh,
secret?
got 'em.
the code for this episode okay. So if you don't know, if you're new here, at the end of every episode, if you stay to the very end, these
For
are the loyal
exclusives.
loyal
Loyals.
listeners. You get an exclusive code to put in the comment section. And I actually saw the code for last week. Y'all started putting it in the TikTok comments, and that really confused people.
Was it
They were
the
like, "What is it?"
CK28 or-
Yeah, in the NBN.
In the NBN. But so at the end of every episode.
Yep.
At the end of every episode, if you stay to the end, you get an exclusive code. So what is going to be today's exclusive code?
I think Jay will. Jay
Jay
will.
will.
Gets it.
The code is WGE.
What does that stand for?
We got him.
We got him.
All right. So WGE.
WGE.
That is the exclusive code. Thank you so much for all the new love and support, guys. I upload every Monday. Oh, there's going to be vlogs coming up. We're going to DreamCon with RDC World. I know a lot of y'all, like the first fans that came to this channel is because I know Mark Phillips and we did content together. So y'all are going to get more RDC content. We're going out to DreamCon. It's going to be a good thing. We're actually like, now that the podcast is starting to pick up a little bit, I'm starting to get invited to more events and stuff like that.
So you'll
So
be seeing a lot of content.
we're going to do a lot of vlogs. So if y'all are interested in vlogs, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. New podcast every Monday. I love you to death. Leave a comment, subscribe. And remember, 1 out of 10 koala bears don't make it home to Christmas. See you next time. Bye.
Ooh.